lightweight in Central Asia. 15 of his 18 wins have come by way of finish, 11 by way of KO or TKO, 4 via submission. As we say, the last fight he defeated perennial contender Rolando D by a second round TKO. He began his career with 3 straight submission wins, a triangle, an armbar, and Achilles lock. But then on January 4th, he had a submission win in 2021. So he really has such a diverse attacking arsenal, legit KO power, a dirty, dirty left hook, all the qualities to become a champion. Can he do it? I'm going to go out on a limb and say that neither of those fighters understood a word the big man from Ballyclare said there, but this is mixed martial arts. They've been here before. They know the rules.
Big thanks to Gulf Air, our aviation sponsor. I am a frequent flyer on Gulf Air, and I'm so delighted to say once again, Gulf Air, our aviation sponsor. Now, Phil, in mixed martial arts, you can break it down very, very simply into 2 parts. How much impact can you inflict and how much can you endure? As you get older, the power is the last thing to go. You can inflict a lot of damage, but can you take it as you get older? That is the question that Predador Silva faces right now.
Predador Silva entering his 11th year as a professional mixed martial artist. He's a big shot over the top. He got wobbled. Kubanic Beck doing a good job not to smother and crowd his work. It needs to get those hands a little bit higher.
Predador is as dangerous on the attack as he has ever been. But time cannot be stopped. The ability to absorb punishment declines with time.
Another big shot over the top from Уулу. He's landing that big right hand at nauseum.
I'm extremely impressed, Phil, that the height difference between Omar and Predador, which is pretty significant, is proving to be no problem for the fighter from Kyrgyzstan.
Well, ironically, Kubanic Beck just needs to look at the fight fought by Amin Ayub when he beat Kleyton Silva for the belt for a little bit of a blueprint on how to get it done in there.
Phil, there was a couple seconds ago, there was a very nasty check by Omar of a right low kick. I believe it banged up Predador's foot just a little bit. May have compromised his ability to move. You may not see him throwing a lot more right low kicks. Oh, big shot behind the ear.
Huge shot from Silva. Senses a little bit of an impediment or an impediment.
I was talking about the ability to absorb punishment. You're seeing it on view here. Omar can take a shot.
trying to get in on the clinch and get the takedown. Cleйтон Predator Silva is a bona fide Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt, but if there is such a thing, I would say Abdisalaam Уулу Klейтон is a black belt in mixed martial arts. High cross, and that's the strength of Omok.
Air Kyrgyzstan landing hard.
Just solidifying the position, and this is where Уулу does some incredible work, just systematically breaking down his opponent.
Kubánics has a couple options here. He can try and pass that guard, or, as you saw here, if it doesn't go his way, he can follow it up, take that back, and from there, anything can happen. We got one hook in, we got two hooks in. Fighter is not too high.
He may try and
hip pressure's coming.
Just stretch out.
Huge pressure coming.
Hipping right in, he's underneath the chin.
Forearms in place, huge. Short time now. Short time, Phil.
Oh, this is
short
so
time.
Deep. Silva doing the right thing, fighting the hands. Oh.
Beautiful defense by Predator Silva.
Educated Brazilian, or educated Bahraini crowd, loving the work of the Brazilian here.
Broom sweep, takedown, tables are turned. We had one hook in, positions are reversed.
Incredible fight so far. Drag takedown from Kubánics.
Omok back on the back.
Just now forcing.
Beautiful little takedown. Scramble, scramble. Who's going to win it? Nice straight right.
Ducks underneath. Just uses the shots of Silva to invite him in and then take him down. Again, taking the back here. Surprised he didn't try and get some hooks in there.
He was landing shots cleanly, and he had, I was about to say, he had so much luck with that little kick sweep takedown. He knew he could do it again, and he did. He's going to shift his hips back just a little and then start putting, a little too high. He's going to shift the hips back and then starting put pressure on those hips. Drive his opponent's knees back towards the camera, flatten him out, and from there, if it's successful, we're going to see a second attempt at that choke. That first attempt was thwarted. I guarantee you Omok learned something in losing that first submission attempt. Whatever he lost is going to be on full display very shortly if he has his way.
Landing big shots. Again, he's quite high up the back here. I'd like to see him get a little bit further down. Right in front of us, landing huge shots.
The impact is in, that's
it! It's all over!
It's all over!
Ladies and gentlemen, Abdisalaam Уулу Kubánics. Oh,
wait a minute.
Oh, I thought.
But wait, fight fans, there is more. I believe there's going to be a strict caution against striking to the back of the head. We're going to get a little look at what happened right now on the replay, thanks to Green Hill.
Oh, with one clip the back of the head, 2, 3, maybe 4. Initially, I thought referee Aaron Wallace was stopping the fight. In my over-exuberance, I got a little too excited. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Cleítón Predator Silva, I think he's claiming he's not able to see properly at the minute. His vision's impeded. Oh, this would be a terrible way to
There
end
is
the
an
fight
aspect of mixed martial arts, combat sports fans, where it is not to your advantage to downplay when you get hit with an illegal blow. There is not much in it to your advantage. Omok gesturing to the crowd, saying he does not believe that he hit the back of the head.
We just hope that...
Omok indicating with his hands he wants to get that belt wrapped around his waist.
We just hope that Cleítón Predator Silva is able to continue, because this was transpiring to be an incredible fight.
Predator Silva has up to 5 minutes. During that 5-minute span, he's going to be.
That was clean. That one clipped the back of the head. Potentially clipped.
There's a degree of ambiguity here. I will say this without exception, there was no intent to hit the back of the head there.
I think like many people in the crowd here, we both thought that the fight had been called to an end.
Medical staff are now attending to Predator. They have a couple more minutes. That's a very long time in the sport. He's being spoken to. He's being asked about his vision, about his clarity of thought, maybe even asked simple questions like, what day is it? What city are you in? there can be language issues in our sport. This event has 24 fighters from 15 different nations between them. There's probably 30 or more languages spoken. We've got an excellent translation staff standing by here to assist as necessary.
Predator Kleyton Silva shaking his head. That's not a good sign at all, Carrick. As I say, that had all the makeup. First round had all the makings of a fantastic fight, and it's just such a shame we find ourselves in this situation. Kubanic is very much ready and willing to go, but
the fight has been called off. Kleyton Predator Silva indicated to the medical staff that he was not able to continue due to vision issues.
I believe, again,
as in a 5-round
yep.
fight, as not nearly enough time has passed for the judges to render a decision. This bout is going to be declared a no contest. The interim title belt is going to remain vacant.
Oh, this is so unfortunate. Not the result any fighter wanted. This fight will be rendered a no contest. And again, it's only fair to run this one back. Both fighters are going to feel like they had an opportunity to become the interim champion.
As I'd said earlier, Phil, one of the things that goes in a fighter, and one of the most important thing is mixed martial arts is being able to deliver punishment, but nearly equally as important is the ability to sustain it, the ability to receive it. That really does go away with time. We may be past Kleyton Silva's time to be in a combat sports cage.
No fairy tale ending for Kleyton Predator Silva. No championship reign genesis for Abdisalaam Уулу Kubanic. The result will be a no contest, Carrick. We just have to make it official. But again, it's disappointing for both fighters.
It's disappointing for the fighters. It's as disappointing as hell for Abdisalaam Уулу Kubanic, for Omagh, for his country, for his corner, for his teammates, for his friends, for all of his fans all across the world. This is not the ending that anyone wants to see in a fight.
But you have to think at only 27 years old, there's still a lot of time for Omagh. He's only really now starting to approach those prime years, especially in the lightweight division.
As I said, Phil, I thought this was going to be a test of Kleyton Silva's ability to withstand impact. In the end, after some blows that got at least dangerously close to the back of the head area, he indicated after 5 minutes he did not want to continue. Yeah, that may indicate that his time in the cage has elapsed.
And another factor that comes into play here, Kubanic hits like an absolute Mack truck. So if he's in that position and he's landing strikes and they're unintentionally going errant, he hits with a lot of power. They're going to have that effect on his opponent.
And of course, when you have back mount, opponents facing down, not only do you not see the punches coming, and the worst punches in all striking-oriented combat sports are the ones you don't see, but your head is up against the floor.
You've got
you
gravity
can't
on your
move
side
with it.
too,
You can't roll with the punches. And gravity, bad word. You got gravity on your side too when you're on top. Brave Nation, we're just waiting for the officials ringside to deliver. I believe we're just seconds away now from the officials ringside to hand the official statement to Carlos Kramer. And Carlos Kramer will make it official by reading it out to the crowd here in Combat Kingdom, the amazing Kingdom of Bahrain, and of course worldwide through streaming and broadcast.
bout is ruled under contest.
Kubanic clearly upset by the result, believes he was doing enough. Believes that, of course, he believes that he would have won the fight. He's fired up, ready to go. He still wants to continue.
I think Kubanic right now wants to fight the next fighters coming in for the light heavyweight title. He looks like he's ready to fight Muhammad Fakhruddin, Muhammad Saeed Malem, maybe both at the same time if he had his way.
I'll be honest, perhaps because of the language barrier, he may not be quite sure what the result of the fight was.
There is, Phil, a tradition of protest in some combat sports circles where the fighter refuses to leave the fighting surface if he or she very strongly disagrees with the what's been rendered. But that's not the case here. Omar very willingly leaves the Brave Combat Federation cage, and I guarantee you he has even more fans now. Listen to him scream for him. He's got even more fans now than he did when he stepped in.
Just over talking with the hardest working man in mixed martial arts today, the Hawk, Muhammad Shahid, who's explaining to him that it's a no contest.
We're going to see Kubanic back in the Brave Combat Federation cage very shortly. It's either going to be for an interim title or the real title. Muhammad the Hawk Shahed just placed the championship belt over Omar's shoulders.
Give it up, Bahrain!
Omar enters the ring, holds aloft that belt, and the crowd goes wild.
I think he's trying to send a message that he believes he should be the champion.
Once that belt strapped around his waist.
I'm not quite sure why he's wearing the belt, but
another little minor wardrobe malfunction. Upside down belt. Now we got a right side up belt. And we've got a very happy Omar. The Irish Thunder, Phil Campbell, is going to enter the Brave Combat Federation cage, have a few words with Omar. There may be a little bit of a language barrier here, but barriers are nothing except one more thing that needs to be overcome in our sport. And let me tell you, to reach this level, you have to overcome an awful lot of barriers.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, after a disappointing finish, we're going to grab some words with Kubanic. Kubanic, talk me through your thoughts on the fight and your thoughts on the finish. Talk me through your thoughts on the fight and your thoughts on the finish.
the legend's
Going
legend.
for something that's never been done before.
I can't wait to put on the show. I've already won. I've already became the double champion. It's time to put it in reality.
1, 2, 3, viva la Jury.
We're 50, double champ is coming, baby, let's go!
Unfortunately, we have some news that the champ, Mohammed Fakhreddin, became extremely ill, so he will be unable to participate.
فخردين اول اول شو هذا راسك مكسر هون العظم تاعك دق دقه دمك نشر دق شو شندري